Alright, welcome back to week 2, guys, of our trials videos. If this is your first week, my name is John.
My name is Matt.
And yesterday we played a lot of trials on this map. And we're going to talk about some of the strategies that people have been using to win against us, because we couldn't get a good flow going on this map last night, unfortunately. We just had a lot of problems. And we're going to try and talk about how to fix those problems, because we're not done playing for the weekend. We're not just going to admit defeat and let last night's bad experience set the pace for this weekend. We definitely want to learn from our mistakes, and we're definitely going to keep playing tonight, tomorrow, and probably some on Monday.
Right, and so right there, you saw two really bad mistakes. We downed an orb. I got overzealous. I rushed the orb, immediately got shotgunned. John came around the corner thinking he could beat the guy. He also immediately got shotgunned, and that lost the team for us. That was a really, really bad mistake.
Controlling middle is huge, and Matt was trying to capitalize on a kill that he had made by telling me to push up, and I just got shotgunned, because you know what? Shotguns are all over this map.
Yeah, the shotgun rushes are all over the place, and the worst part is, on the last map, you could beat a shotgun rush. On this map, it is way, way more difficult.
Because of all the hallways and the close-in spaces, it's just like heaven for shotgun rushers, man.
Yeah.
So we're still working on strategies to overcome it, splitting up, but trying not to, separate ourselves, but staying not grouped up is a huge deal to us, so we just need to work on that.
Yeah.
So what do you... Sorry, go ahead.
A lot of, like we said, toward the end of the night, I think we got our strats down, but we were all tired, and we were just, the strats were good, but we were just not playing.
We were just not in the right mindset. We were salty, to be honest. We were getting pissed off at each other. And we just couldn't make good plays anymore. Whenever you're starting to go into that tilt, if you listen to Crucible Radio, they talk about how the more you lose, the worse you play. That's called a tilt. And the more you go into that, you just need to either learn how to turn around and say, all right, say out loud to yourself, I'm going to start playing better right now, or you just need to call it a night.
Yeah,
and we didn't do either one of those things. Yeah, we just kept pushing through it, and it did not turn out well for us.
No. But you're gonna see a nice little turnaround here. So we played more together toward the end of it. A lot of the times, it's mostly my fault, but a lot of the times I was just kind of moving away from the group because I was getting too overconfident. And overconfidence definitely kills on this map. The way the map is designed, they can get in a lot of corners with shotguns, and they can get a lot of team shots on you in hallways and such. So it's really hard to not take advantage of certain situations when you think you can.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing, too, though, that this map has so many different angles, because wherever a team decides to set up, unless they have a perfect setup and they're watching all the angles, there is a place you can go to get behind them and to rush around and to take them from behind while your teammates are pinching them from a different angle. So think about that whenever you set up your pushes. Don't think you all have to rush in at once, because that's what they're expecting. They're not expecting you to send one guy around long, because then they're going to be... It's kind of like fighting a fight from two different flanks. It's really difficult to do. And this map allows so many opportunities for it, because every hallway leads to each different room, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So every room you're in has 3 different doors you can come from at any time.
And I think eventually we start taking advantage of this map. And we still do make mistakes. There's one really good match coming up where we make an awesome recovery.
Yeah, I think it was heavy round, because we're really bad at heavy round, but I think we kept a calm head and kept our call-outs pretty calm. Yeah. We even made the mistake we talked about last week, where when you die, don't bitch about it.
We were doing that
what they need to
all
know.
night.
Yeah, and we need to listen to our own advice sometimes, because it's not wrong. If you're not listening to your teammates when they die and they're just yelling at you, then you're not going to be able to recover very well.
Yeah.
So we need to take
right here was good. See the calmness there, even though I went down. He didn't rush the orb. He stayed back a little. He let them come through the doorway. And
I specifically told Jordan not to challenge, because I knew if he died, then they would just double rush you. So I told Jordan to stay back and stay alive and let Matt handle it. So they rushed in, and Matt was able to get the kills with the shotgun.
Okay, so this is the round that I was pretty hyped for.
Yeah. I don't know what Matt was doing. I don't know why he was...
This first big mistake, I was out in the middle of nowhere. Huge mistake. They even called it, and I was just making bad mistakes. Look how long it takes us to get heavy.
Yeah. Well, Matt didn't even make it in time. He just decided to let us have it and stayed over there.
This was definitely a bad start.
Yeah. I got really lucky. I blinked away from that rocket. That would have been the end of the round right there. Thankfully, I was able to get Jordan, and Matt was talking to me the whole time, because whenever you get killed by a person, you know, you have their red outline, so you can just follow them around the map.
Yeah.
So for this, I was just pushing Matt's orb, and I was trying to stay alive, and I told Jordan to stay alive too, and I was hoping they might focus on him while I could rush Matt. But unfortunately, there was still a guy on Matt, so I had to beat him first before I could get to him.
And
he self-resed. Yeah, and Jordan went down from behind.
And pay attention to how calm John did it. He just jumped over the self-res. He got above everyone, activated Blink, got behind them, got these two guys very, very easily.
Yeah, I prioritized Matt's orb by ignoring the guy that was self-resing. I didn't try and fight him. I didn't try and stay back and hold my ground and fight him because I knew there was guys pushing me. I knew I had to get Matt up first and we'd have a better chance of survival. So I just completely ran for him. And
the mistake on their team for this part was definitely the fact that they were not together. They were running from orb to orb. They couldn't figure out where they wanted to defend.
Yeah, they were just running back and forth, which isn't what you want to do. You want to revive your teammates. That's priority on this map, because if a team can control your orbs, they control the entire pace of the match. Yeah. I know it's true for every trials. I know every week orb control is huge. But this map, because of how close quarters it is, if they control the area where your orb is, you can't get in there with two people and they have three. So you cannot let your teammates stay down for long.
And
you need to prioritize revives so much.
Even if they only have two people on those orbs, generally they're going to run shotguns. They're going to be sitting across that corner.
Yeah.
It's really tough to deal with a teammate dying in here. That's why, if you can, you always want to try to get a quick kill and then be able to watch that orb so you guys can be the one effing them up.
Every round, the first kill should be the end of the round. You should be able to control that orb, ideally, but it doesn't always happen, so you need to learn how to push and keep the pressure on that orb, so even if they get the revive, you're not in a position where you're just running in there blindly after it. Like, if you get a kill, you don't want to run blindly into the room where their orb is trying to control it. That's not what we're saying. You can keep the pressure on and keep challenging them in their own battles, so even if they get the revive, you have a better position than they do. They're grouped up, and you're surrounding them, so they have to fight you from more than one area.
Yeah. And this map definitely is for, I like to call it safe rushing. It's basically moving forward quickly, not just straight up blinking into their team, but move forward behind cover, look for opportunities. Like, if all three of the enemies are shooting at one of your teammates, that's a big opportunity. You can capitalize on that very easily.
Yeah. Because, splitting up their attention is huge. Keeping their attention divided, that way you don't all have them fighting you at once, is a huge deal. So that's the end of that match, guys. We are going to make another video this weekend. We just don't have any good footage from Matt because his stream cut out in the middle of our runs.
Yeah.
So we're playing more tonight. We're going to record Matt's footage. I'm even going to try out a shotgun on this map. I'm going to lay down my sniper.
First time I've ever seen that happen.
I'm going to lay down a sniper, and I'm going to try out shotguns because we were getting destroyed by them. So you have to play the game you have. That's another thing the Crucible Radio talks about. They say you have to play the game you have. And so this weekend is shotguns. So I'm going to try and learn how to use them. So keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. And we hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you liked and didn't like in the comments. And that's all. See you guys next time.